You know, some stories are just so epic, so full of these impossible highs and absolutely crushing lows, they feel like they must have been written for the big screen. Well, the story of Lionel Messi, it's one of them. Think about it. It's like a film that took 35 years to complete, shot on location from Argentina all the way to Qatar, and watched by billions of people. And the script, it was written in real time, by life itself. And that, right there, is the heart of this incredible story. It's a journey that kicks off with a massive, massive challenge. One that honestly could have ended his dream before it even had a chance to start. Okay, so let's go back. Our story begins in Rosario, Argentina. We meet this kid. He's quiet, kind of shy, but you put a soccer ball at his feet, and oh man, he was a prodigy. A natural talent so obvious it was just breathtaking. But here's the catch. All that talent was trapped in a body that just wasn't keeping up. I mean, from the second his grandma basically forced a hesitant coach to let him play, his gift was undeniable. At his childhood club, Newell's Old Boys, he was completely unstoppable, scoring almost 500 goals. But then, at age 10, his parents noticed something. He wasn't growing. The diagnosis was just devastating, a growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, his dream of ever playing professionally was over. And this is what that treatment cost. $900 every single month. Can you imagine? It was an unthinkable amount of money for his family. They did everything they could, and young Lionel even had to inject himself daily. But the cost, it was just too high. His dream was fading fast. And that's when a little glimmer of hope appeared. A trial, all the way over in Spain, with one of the biggest clubs in the world, FC Barcelona. But let's be real, taking a chance on a 13-year-old from another continent who has this expensive medical condition, that was a huge risk. So Messi goes to the trial, and of course, he dazzles everyone. But the club's directors, they got cold feet. They started arguing that they weren't a charity. Weeks dragged into months. Messi and his dad were all alone in a new country. Their visas were about to expire, and they were just waiting for a decision that looked like it might never come. The family was right on the verge of just giving up and going back home to Argentina. But the club's director, a guy named Carlos Rexach, he knew he couldn't let this once-in-a-lifetime talent just walk away. He had to do something, and he had to do it right then and there. Now, this part of the story is truly incredible. With no official contract papers on hand, Rexach just grabbed a simple restaurant napkin, and on it, he wrote out a promise FC Barcelona was committed to signing Lionel Messi. It was just a gesture, a pact on a piece of tissue paper. But you know what? It was enough. The legend could finally begin.
And what a legend it became. He was mentored by the great Ronaldinho himself, and soon inherited that iconic number 10 shirt. He became the absolute centerpiece of Pep Guardiola's team, which you could argue was the greatest club side in history. Together, they did the impossible, winning all 6 available trophies in a single year, something they call the sextuple. The world was his.
But this is the point in our movie where the script takes a dramatic turn. Because for every single unbelievable victory in Barcelona, there was this other story playing out. A story of struggle and heartbreak, wearing the blue and white of his home country, Argentina. And this just perfectly shows you the two sides of his career. In Spain, he was a king, winning literally everything you can imagine. But for Argentina, it was always a story of almost. A gut-wrenching World Cup final loss in 2014, followed by not 1, but 2 straight Copa America final losses. 3 finals in 3 years, 3 crushing defeats. After that 3rd final, where he missed a crucial penalty, well, the weight just became too much. The criticism, the intense pressure, that feeling of letting his entire country down, it broke him. In this moment of just raw human emotion, he quit. The greatest player in the world just walked away from his national team. But Argentina was not ready to let him go. An entire nation begged him to come back, and just 2 months later, he was back. Then, in 2021, we got the first taste of redemption. Surrounded by a new group of players who grew up idolizing him, he led Argentina to win the Copa America. The curse was finally broken. But there was still one mountain left to climb. The biggest prize of them all. The one trophy that separates the greats from the immortals. The World Cup. The 2022 tournament in Qatar was going to be his last chance. the final, unwritten chapter of his movie. And of course, it all came down to the final, against the defending champions, France. In what so many people are calling the greatest final ever played, the score after 120 minutes of heart-stopping drama was 3-3. The world title would be decided by a penalty shootout. France missed, Argentina scored, and then it was match point. Just one more successful kick and a 36-year wait would be over. The hopes and dreams of over 45 million people and the entire legacy of one man, it all came down to this single, solitary moment.
A young defender, Gonzalo Montiel, places the ball on the spot. Everything Messi had ever worked for, every single heartbreak he had ever endured, it all led to this kick. He scores. It's over. The long, agonizing wait is finally over. Lionel Messi, at the very last attempt, had conquered his final peak. He had completed soccer.
So, what do we take away from this incredible story? I think it's that the greatest stories, they aren't written by screenwriters in Hollywood. They're written by resilience. The boy whose own body threatened to betray his dream ended up using that very same dream to carry the weight of a nation, and in the end, became the biggest soccer legend of all time.